So what we're going to do before we wrap things up is we're going to take a look at the cards for night 1 and night 2 of WrestleMania and get Casey Jax's predictions. So night 1, we have for the tag team championships, we have the War Raiders, who presently hold the belts, against this sort of retooled New Day, who are experiencing a renaissance with a whole new and nasty attitude.
That's right. And your winners and new WWE World Tag Team Champions, the New Day.
This match, I am really excited to see. I have enjoyed seeing Jacob Fatu make his journey into WWE. I'm glad that they seem to really be pulling the trigger on the guy. You know, I'm wearing a Fatu shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, I really believe the sky is the limit for Jacob Fatu. My my biggest question is it time for him to win gold yet? And I don't know, but I don't know. What do you think?
Well, it may not be time for him to win gold, but it definitely ain't the time for him to lose either. You know, like
Yeah,
I think this has Jacob Fatu going over, written all over it, and it pains me to say because I love LA Knight. I wish the world for him. He's one of the most entertaining talkers in the business today.
Oh, for sure.
If not the most, like bar none. Like he is awesome. But yeah, I think Jacob Fatu is gonna roll him over.
Yeah. The only way I see LA Knight retaining is if there are shenanigans, such as Solo Sikoa sticking his nose in, in I guess a air quotes fair match. Fatu's going to walk right through him.
Yeah, I don't know the build to this. I've been behind on SmackDown recently just with my work schedule, but I would not hate some like inadvertent like bloodline interference that cost Jacob the title in some way. That would not make me upset at all. I think would be a very good way to get him away from the title picture again for a little while. Yeah.
Now we have Naomi versus AEW Goldberg.
I mean, come on. Like, what does anyone think is going to happen here? Yeah, nice new heel character, Naomi, but yeah, that's right. That's AEW Goldberg over there. And yeah, no, they're going to keep booking her like a star.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with this match in terms of length and such, because with her having gotten the Goldberg treatment in AEW, she's never really worked a match of any length. So it would be interesting to put her in a match where she actually has to work more than 2 minutes, and just see how she does. There's been all kinds of rumor, conjecture, and speculation around her as to how she is progressing in the WWE system. And I feel like they've kept her in a largely tag team environment up to now, So it'll be interesting to see how she does in a really high profile match like this. So
Yeah. I think Naomi too is, since she only returned like last year's Rumble, right? If I'm not mistaken, or the year before.
I believe it was last year. Yeah.
And her time away too did numbers for like introducing some personality and like in-ring work for her too. So like there could be an argument to say that like they're putting the trust in Naomi to like work Jade through a pretty solid match, but also it's not a lot of need to, like except for again to like maintain Naomi's character a little bit, but. Yeah, I think a lot of people would just like to see Jade get really pissed off and just roll over Naomi.
Yeah. Now we've got Rey Mysterio and Chad Americano or what?
That's El Grande Americano, all right? And not a damn thing you can say can convince me other. This is my favorite thing going on the WrestleMania card right now. Dude, I love this story so much. El Grande Americano's going over. He's unmasking Rey Mysterio. Brother did not have a whole luchador like training arc in Mexico just to come away the fucking loser to the greatest luchador of all time. Oh man, I love this storyline so much.
I know it just it completely cracks me up. I ran across a meme this morning that I really got a kick out of. It was basically a meme of Rey Mysterio unmasking El Grande Americano, and it was Vince McMahon.
Dude, because it's just the same as like when we did Ezekiel and Elias a couple years ago, man. It's just one of those stupid hokey tropes that's just funny, man.
It's just fun. It's comedy relief,
But also
you need that.
But in this match too, these guys are gonna go crazy.
Oh, for sure.
These guys are awesome in ring, and they're gonna put on a banger.
Yep. I mean, yeah, both of those guys are just both of them are just truly exceptional. And Rey Mysterio is another one that it's amazing at his age that he is still operating at the level he is operating at.
That's them stem cells at work, brother. Brother's gonna be young forever.
Absolutely. So now we've got Tiffany and Charlotte. And this one, I honestly don't really care particularly. I really just kind of want this match over with.
Man. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, and how thankful it is that we get to talk about this at Tiffy time. Like I love Tiffany Stratton. I think, like, again, she's like good. She's good in ring for how new she is. Like, I like the character. She's got a fantastic look, and I'm really, really nervous that her championship reign has like met its end. I have zero interest in seeing another Charlotte Flair title reign.
Same here.
So yeah, so it's like, I'm interested. I wouldn't be or go so far as to say like I don't care about this match, but I genuinely don't know what they're really gonna do, and I'm interested in that regard. But the story doesn't. I just like it was like watching old Roman matches like from a couple of years ago. You kind of have an idea, but you hope for the best.
Yeah. Yep. Jey Uso and Gunther.
This might be a hot take. I don't think that Jey Uso is going to win this one.
You know, funny thing is, I've been going back and forth about this match virtually all week, and at this point, I'm in your same camp. I think Gunther is going to hold on to the title, and I think we are seeing some glimmers of a possible Jey Uso heel turn.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know. It's and you know, I'll extrapolate a little more later on in these predictions as to why I think Gunther's going to hold on to the belt. But for now, I'm going to agree with you, and I'm going to say Gunther retains.
Yeah. I think it would really hurt the future of Gunther's character. I don't have outside of that, I have like zero like as far as like the grand scheme, like the bigger picture going on past the Raw World title, the World Heavyweight title scene. I'm not sure like what kind of ramifications that's going to have. I just think like it's a good feel-good story, but ultimately like there is nothing that's happened since their last match at what was it, Saturday night's main event that they had, the world title match, that has really warranted like Jey Uso all of a sudden like becoming that guy, you know? Outside of like Jimmy getting bloodied to death. Which is all this to say, hey, if you know something I don't about what's going to happen at this Night 2 main event, you better keep your mouth shut, brother.
Yep.
Oh, shit. No, I haven't been clocking this Jey Uso heel turn at all. But if it happens, brother. This match, I don't care. I don't care what happens. I'm going to sit here and enjoy the entire lot of it. I think CM Punk is probably going to win unless they do some bananas storyline work on it.
Go ahead.
I'd love to see Seth Rollins win, especially after the promo he cut on Monday, where he was basically just like, hey, like, you guys don't care, like, about this business. You just want to work when it's convenient for you. If it gets hard, you're just going to leave and you're going to, like, he's basically the I loved wrestling when it wasn't cool and I hate you guys for it character in this. And you know what? Same.
Yeah. You know, I actually think that Roman and Punk are going to cancel each other out, and I think Rollins is actually going to win this match.
I don't know, man. When stakes are this high, it's so nice just to be able to go like how Rock said last year. Shut up and enjoy the ride we're gonna take you on. That's where I'm at for. And God, I love that we're back at a time in wrestling where moments like this are much more common. You know.
Yeah. You know, it's the new regime in WWE. You know, post Vince. I mean, we're back to an age where it really does feel like almost anything is possible, and it's a cool place to be in.
Yeah, anything is possible, but in a way that like makes sense. You know, we're not just throwing curveballs for the sake of it. All right.
Okay, we've got what's her face?
Yeah.
Liv Morgan and Perez versus Lyra Valkyria and Bailey.
Yeah.
I don't care. I hate to say it, but I mean, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I like most all the women in this match with outside of like I don't care a ton for Raquel Rodriguez, and that's like that's not like a I think she's
Rodriguez. Yeah, I was calling her Perez.
it's not like I'm not here to bury anyone. It's not my place. It's just I'm not super entertained by her watching the product.
Yeah.
I think again there's potential for them to build a separate story off of this surrounding the women's intercontinental title on Lyra Valkyria with Bailey. So I think there's potential. I think Liv and Raquel retain. But who knows? I think this is one of those again. The stakes are relatively low, so it's just like whatever they decide to do with it, I hope it's good.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny. I actually like all four of these wrestlers. I just don't like them teamed together. I mean,
Yeah.
I just think it's just kind of an awkward match.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, yeah. Well, of course you have the women's mid card belt go like fighting for the women's tag team championships. Like,
yeah, it's almost a wonky match.
Yeah.
But
what are you gonna do?
Exactly. This match I am really looking forward to.
Yeah.
And I don't think Braun Breaker walks out of Mania with the belt.
Nope. I heard one person tell me this could be Dominic's chance to walk away with singles gold, and I haven't looked back. That's been my thoughts ever since. I was just like, you know what? Book it.
Yeah, I would love to see him with a belt just because he would be so insufferable. I mean,
yeah. Well, okay. So here's the thing, right? It's 100% like harebrained fantasy booking to really say that logistically, just because of the storytelling they've been really doing. I think they realize, because I think Dom is still the number one heel in the company, but the way that they've been like telling this story is trying to paint Finn Balor as the heel. So this new regime, like you said, they're not tone deaf to the fans and just like gonna like power book that, and possibly again like ruin their top heel in the company. But they're also like, with how they're trying to book Finn into this situation, they're kind of already doing that. Oh god, I don't know. Again, like I think you're right. Braun Breaker doesn't walk away. I think it's too soon for Penta to have singles title. He's been having some developmental issues from what I've heard and understand. WWE never wants to give Finn Balor fans fucking anything because they hate us. They hate Finn Balor fans. They hate Finn Balor. I hate my life. So we'll just see. I think it might be a Dominic Mysterio title win.
Yeah, I tend to agree. And the one of the main reasons that I'm thinking that Breaker does not come out of Mania with the belt is, in the event Gunther retains, I think they move Breaker into a program with Gunther.
You know what? I like it.
I do too. I actually think Breaker's style and Gunther's style could really produce some bangers.
100%. That being said, I would like that program to last like a couple months tops.
Yeah.
Because what What I want is to have that salty ass run back. I want Gunther and Ilya Dragunov to fight over that belt for a year. Damn it!
Yeah. Once Dragunov comes back from his knee, and I've actually heard that he is further along in rehab and recovery from that than they were anticipating.
Hell yeah!
So, okay, AJ and Logan Paul.
Oh boy.
AJ deserves better.
Yeah, but also again, it's kind of like we mentioned with Kevin Owens earlier. What does he owe to the business anymore?
That's true. That's true.
Like put the kid over. He's been doing good work.
Yeah.
Don't like it, but I'm not supposed to like it. That's the point.
Yep. Yep. I agree. I mean, I think Logan Paul goes over.
They've been putting his new finish over like suspiciously hard in the build up to it. To so there's maybe something to say about maybe they won't, but like the writing's pretty much on the wall.
Yeah.
And Logan Paul getting to say he beat the Phenomenal One would be a huge boon.
For sure. So Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre.
You know what? My gut's telling me I don't care about this match, and that makes me really sad because I love Drew McIntyre, and I used to be a big Damian Priest hater, but I kind of recently kind of got the point, kind of got it, so to speak. I think Damian Priest is actually quite good. I just don't understand why these two are feuding. I don't get it.
Right. I'm kind of in the same boat with you. I like both of these guys, but I don't feel like they've really got a lot of chemistry together. I'm just kind of I mean, it'll be fun to watch them, do whatever they're going to do to each other. But I mean, I'm kind of ready for this program to be over.
Yeah.
But I'll say McIntyre.
I'll say Priest. I'd like to say McIntyre. Again, I don't know the story or the or the build, but Priest usually performs well in these hardcore matches.
True. Okay, we've got this three-way. We've got Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair.
Brother, I am so nervous for this match. Just for Io Sky's sake, it would make no sense to me if we spent all this time having Io's character be surrounded around, hey, you guys aren't paying attention to me. Stop treating me like I don't matter. I'm the champion. I matter. Just for them to say, you're right, Io. You don't matter. New champion, Bianca. Or if anyone not Io Sky wins this, it's going to be like, what did we build her character around this for?
Exactly.
And I mean, obviously, if they do decide to go a different direction, hopefully there's at least a reason for it. Because there isn't really a heel in this match. But I mean, again, if they do that to Io, and then what? Does she turn heel, and then we get Damage Control heel again with I don't know. Again, it's one of those. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me to have anyone other than Io go over, but I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know.
Well, the way I'm kind of looking at this match, I actually feel like Io is basically in the Seth Rollins position. I think Rhea and Bianca cancel each other out, and Io actually retains.
That's what I hope for, man. That's
We'll see. We'll see. And then we have Cody and Cena.
I'm gone.
I'm
brother.
saying I'm
You can't
saying
see me.
Cena. I'm saying Cena. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This is another one of those. I don't know how we're gonna get there, but man, it's gonna be so fun.
Oh, it is. It is. I'm. You know, this is actually going to be a really fun Mania.
Real quick, is it just me, or do the dudes in this graphic look like they were drawn by AI? There's some uncanny valley like happening.
Yeah.
Like John Cena
Yeah.
specifically looks like he came straight out of a fucking Disney cartoon. What are we doing here?
Yeah. Yeah. It's this particular graphic is very strange. I almost find the expression on Cena's face a little unsettling.
And like, that's probably like by design. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, like, you know what? I don't care if he's heel and hates. And this is what's so scuffed about this booking is like anyone I've talked to about this, like, either within the business or outside, kind of like that's a fan of the product, kind of has the same sentiments. Kind of like, yeah, like I understand that he's a heel, but I still want him to beat Ric Flair's streak. Like,
yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna go Cena, and I'm just delighted to be along for the ride.
yeah.
I mean,
Saturday, here we come. Man, tomorrow's gonna be a long day. I've been looking forward to this for a while.